button. Push the goddamn button.
She'll be dating someone and really like them, but still be swiping. And I'm like, it's because you're not monogamous.
No, maybe you're trying to like protect yourself from liking them too much.
Yes, girl, I knew you were gonna relate with me.
I do that too. Bro, the second I'm obsessed with somebody, I'm like, okay.
But you are. What can I do to
I gotta
like
fuck another nigga or like go on a date? You gotta get it out. You gotta get it off.
When you really like a guy, you have to fuck another guy to what? I need the explanation.
No, I don't.
She'll be dating someone and
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I appreciate your transparency, your rage baiting, your honesty, your femininity, your ability to blabber out every single phrase that your emotions that are uncontrollable allow your heart's content to put out on social media because you want to feel heard and validated. I appreciate you. I'm not even mad at you for even speaking. I don't know who they are. I know one of them is named Crystal and the other one, whatever. Yeah, they talking about getting attached to a man and then in fear, I'm assuming, of getting hurt, she would rather open her legs to a John Doe in order to somehow escape the foreseeable future of demise that would come from a guy who is good or bad or indifferent for her. Doesn't it sound like the most ridiculous and most asinine thing that you've ever heard? I left the short clip for y'all just because I wanted to hear y'all opinions. I had to take a little time to process what I was actually listening to. And it's scary because if you were to sit down and try to have a conversation with her, I guarantee you, you would never be able to stay on course unless you have the frame to control the narrative before it eludes you, her, and everybody that is watching, which is the audience. What are we talking about here? We're talking about a woman who has spent a large portion of her life possibly going from bed to bed in order to fill a void that was left by someone that she was absolutely head over heels in love with. And whatever happened there, it was never healed. That voice still talks to her everywhere else she goes. Maybe something happened in her house. Or maybe she just is one of those women who claim that they are the purest of the pure and they just really like sex. They love penis. And this is their way of protecting themselves from any emotional attachment whatsoever. But like what you don't understand, and this goes for men and women, when you are spiritually and physically offering your bodies to all of these different people, you are losing parts of you and you don't even realize it. It's very dangerous. It's very, very uncomfortable, unsettling, mentally exhausting. You can kind of just look at her demeanor, how her posture is, how she's speaking, and you can tell what type of environment she's used to being in, what type of men she's used to being around. highly doubt anybody should take her serious. And if you do, fair warning, you might be in for a hell of a disappointment because she doesn't have the capacity to stay still. And she's brave enough to make it bold for national television, all while sitting in a group with a bunch of women giving out advice and speaking on matters of the heart while encapsulating the minds and eyes of dozens and dozens and dozens of others like them. This is why I really can't stand influencers. Not all of them, but a lot of y'all are so irresponsible with your topics, where there's so much opportunity and space for more death. It always come back to two things. When I first watched you two, especially when she said what she said, you still using her nigga, disqualify her. All of those tattoos and just the way that you say, I will have sex with another man to get over a man that possibly ain't never did nothing to you, so you're gonna do him wrong because you scared to get close to him. Is that a conversation that you had with him before, or is this something that you just happen to fall into and you start moving covertly while he never knows, and he's going out of his way to cater to you and protect and provide and do all this blah blah blah? How does that work? Because this is another escapism. This is how people end up catching all types of STDs too. Like the path to destruction and sin and death and drugs and mental destabilization, it all stemmed from curiosity, lust, wanting to belong, validation, not knowing how to discern. This right here is what get men killed and put behind bars. So a good guy start fucking with you, he do everything right. You can't handle it with your grown ass. So you go out and sabotage it. You either tell him or you don't say shit, he catch you, or you don't say nothing, he never knows. You sabotage, break up with him without him ever knowing. Sounds very mature, very demure and grown. Hey, but continue to have these talks and these conversations. I love it. I enjoy it thoroughly. It helps me to understand just how unstable a lot of you are. Even the ones that claim that they have it all figured out. It makes it. I don't feel so bad about the single life. This is why a lot of dudes don't be wanting to invest too much with y'all, man. That's why I asked in the other clip, and I'm gonna ask y'all ladies, if there's any here watching, to give me your thoughts and feedback on what she had to say. Shout outs to the young ladies that offered up this topic.